Oh, welcome back, everyone. I hope everyone's doing okay. Um, I do apologize, depending on when you start watching these videos. I apologize if there's a huge gap in between time frames. I do apologize if some of the videos sound like I'm at work and some of them sound like I'm at home. I am currently unemployed. It is a work-related injury. I got unemployed. There's a whole bunch of things I'm going through, in the process of fighting and getting, such as unemployment and workman's comp. Hopefully things get a little bit better for me in my current situation. I do appreciate you guys' support. If you guys do watch these videos and do subscribe to the channel, I do want to, yeah, since I have more free time, it gives me more free time to grow the channel. I wish I could have done this a little bit sooner, like last week or something, but I lost my voice because the baby got sick, and I was with the baby all week, and she got me sick, and it was a whole thing. Anyways, but now that we can get back into these read along reviews, we can continue on. If you're wondering what app I'm using, I didn't get to say this in the last video, I forgot to, I should have. I'm using the DC Universe Infinite app. It's where you can find all the if you want to follow along or if you want to check out other comic series in the app, you can. We're gonna stick to Action Comics for a little bit until we get to the point to where, because what I've noticed is that there's a point in the series of Action Comics where they kind of have a whole bunch of missing issues. I assume it's because they haven't scanned the issues into the app yet. Um, it is as it is. Once we hit that point in our videos, we will go into a different series. And hopefully that gives the app or the publisher enough time to add more issues in there. If not, we'll try and find physical copies if we can. I have like no money currently, and I have, obviously there's priorities during this time that I'm in right now. So obviously we can't, go be spending like crazy, but we'll find ways, and hopefully people can, or maybe even people will send me pictures or scans, you know what I mean? Hopefully, I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go along. We still have plenty of time until that happens. Because there's a lot of issues between SG9 and I think it's like 100 and something. I think it was that it goes up to before it has like a weird gap. Um, but anyways, I hope everyone's doing okay. If there's any weird noises in the background, if you hear the baby, she's being very difficult today, and she's still coming off her viral infection, according to the doctor. Um, Usually she's at daycare, and I would have a little bit more peace and quiet, but obviously things don't work out since we just took her to the doctor to get checked up on yesterday. She had a fever. Let's see what else. I am still working on the comic. There are those of you I did mention too that I was working on a comic. Long story short, I just switch artists. It is what it is. Um, the quality is completely different. If anything, I'm not worried about the quality. I agree that the artist will, continue to get better and learn the style that I want. But for now, chapter one has been completely remade in that artist style. If anything, it's just to get the story out because if any, I just want, and that does cost money, a little bit more money than I expected. So if it takes longer to come out, it takes longer to come out. Um, but yeah, um, unless there are people that would like to donate and help me, and get through chapters a little bit quicker while I'm in this time of unemployment and while I'm trying to get my injury fixed and whatnot. So yeah. Let's see. Does that cover everything? Hopefully that covers everything. I also, because I have more free time now, I've been writing a fan fiction novel that I technically cannot publish unless I publish it on a free website, which I'm still looking into. It's nothing crazy. It's just because I have free time now, as you can tell. But now that I have free time to do the comic, and while I'm trying to find a lawyer for everything and whatnot, and try to get everything figured out, I can actually do all these things now. So I don't have time to start streaming yet, so don't expect me to come back and do streaming. It's the way things are. Maybe one day I'll come back to streaming, but for right now, I can do these videos. Even with the baby being difficult, I can still do these videos for you guys. But yeah, let's just dive into it. So we're going into the Action Comics from 1939, issue 9. Uh, Cover looks pretty cool. Let's get into it. Superman by Jerry Siegel, Joe Shuster. Lifting tremendous weights, jumping stupendous heights and distances, running faster than a bullet or rending steel. It should be bending steel, in my opinion, with his bare hands. These are astonishing physical attributes which aid Superman, savior of the helpless and oppressed, in his never-ceasing war of injustices. Office of the Chief of Police, gentlemen of the press, I have summoned you here to witness an announcement of unusual importance. Build up, Chief, and let's have the info. You're not addressing a ladies' luncheon, Chief. That's kind of weird. I'll come to the point at once. If you know a man possessed of super strength named Superman has torn down our slum area, causing modern apartments to replace crowded tenements. Good for him. What the world needs is a couple more guys like him. Okay, so it sounds like I'm going to take a quick pause. So it sounds like this is a continuation of issue 8. And the previous issue, there were some kids that were doing some bad things, working for a bad person. But they were becoming a scapegoat for this person because if they tried to fight his authority, they were just gonna, he was just setting them up for failure and putting them in jail if they were crossing him. So so Superman took it in his own hands. Like I said in the previous review, and in my opinion, it wasn't a good idea what he did, but it makes sense. Please give me a second. I gotta blow my nose. Apologize if that was gross. Apologize if that was gross in the audio. I didn't mean to do it, but I just had to get it out. Hold on. Please stop. Baby's trying to climb off somewhere and off the bed and she'll fall off. But anyways, well, like I was saying, in the last issue, Superman just destroyed the area that these kids lived in. It's just like I said, he moves fast enough, faster than speeding bullet, proven by that in the last issue, that he could have just turned himself into a tornado or created a tornado or created a hurricane, depending on the area of where these slums were, instead of actually just flat out destroying the shit and having the military help him destroy the shit, destroy the town. I mean, there's could have made it a little bit different. Could have done it a little bit differently. It is what it is. They still got the apartments made for the poor people in the area. So I mean, there was a plus to it. It could have been done differently, but it is what it is. Let's continue on. Regardless of his motive or personal approval of them, the fact remains that want want he has want only destroy public property and must pay the full penalty to the law, just like any other transgressor. I don't know if that's the word that was meant to be put in there. It is what it is. And you're going to catch Superman. Ho ho, Chief, you're getting funnier every day. We made every effort to apprehend Superman and failed, and so now, as a last resort, I've imported Detective Captain Riley. Ever hear of him, boys? Ever hear of him? I should say so. Why, he's the Chicago Dick. Who? Wow, this is an unusual announcement. I don't know what it is. Boys, he's here in person, Detective Captain Riley, the cop with the 100% record, the officer of the law who always gets his man, the fellow who is going to play Superman behind the bars. Yes, sir, boys, that's me, 100% Riley. The true Riley that in all your years of a sleuth, you never failed to get your man. Gentlemen, in my entire career, I have been assigned to track down. Right? To track down 800 men, and today 800 of those men are in prison. Incredible, isn't it, boys? You can write this down. Superman is as good as in the clink right now. Clark Kent, a scribe for the Daily Star. That's not Daily Planet yet. I think I did mention in one of the videos the change in the 1940s cartoon. I don't remember when they changed it from the Daily Star to the Daily Planet, but they did mention it, and they did the show, and they did show it. That will be mentioned in one of my reviews for that cartoon soon. I don't remember when. I do remember it was recorded while I was still working, and I just didn't haven't had the time to publish it and put it on YouTube. But now that I do, I'll get to it. Daily Star whispers to another reporter of all the conceited windbags. "Shh, I hear you. Conceited am I? Why, you measly little insect, I ought to. Don't hit me, I was just joking. Lay off, Riley, he didn't mean anything. Do you think I'm a windbag, eh? Well, I'll show you. I'll have Superman catch her within 2 days. What do you say to that? Gulp. I don't think he will, but unless like Superman helps him. Later at the newspaper office, Clark got his story all right, but he almost got a poke in the jaw. In addition, you should have seen his face, Lois. It went white. He was afraid Clark would faint, the coward. Shortly later, don't forget, Lois, your promise I could take you to the movie tonight. Clark, I despise you. Or can I despise you? But only you've been so friendly lately, I was beginning to hope. I absolutely loathe you. You con- contemplate. I don't know. Weakling, don't you dare even talk to me anymore. You don't fool me, it's someone else. Tell me, Lois, who's the person whom you love? Tell me. Don't be silly. Why? Don't lie. I've watched you when you thought you were alone, a tender far away. Look creeps into your eyes. You're thinking of him, peeping and snooping, eh? I might have expected it of you. Yes, there is someone. Ooh, he's grand, he's glorious, he's terrific. He's everything you're not. Brave, bold, handsome, superb. Who is he? Superman. Oh, is those stunned. Clark releases Lois. Superman, yes, now go away and don't bother me. Dazed and bewildered, crushed, can't walk slowly off. Maybe I was too harsh to him, but I can't help it. He sickens me. Returns to an empty office. Lois, Superman. But once the door shuts behind him and an amazing thing occurs, his woeful expression disappears. He clutches his side and doubles, and shrieks with laughter. Another moment, I couldn't have suppressed it any longer. He thinks it's funny this whole time. He's like kind of like just tricked her. It's like, yeah, like I'm Superman, woman. Police headquarters, you've been sitting at my desk for the last 3 hours, smoking up my cigars. Where are you going to do something about capturing Superman? Patient, sir, I'm thinking. Thinking, is that what you believe we had you transferred to the city for? I've been doing some thinking myself. You don't get out with some action right away. Action, that's it. Action. Have I your permission to handle this case my way, Chief? Certainly, but for heaven's sake, get started. Or, hello, operator. I want action. Connect with it with the editor of every newspaper in town. You've got an idea. You bet. Just listen. Oh, editor of the Daily Star, police headquarters. Fine. Get this. A $500 reward will be awarded to the person causing the capture and arrest of Superman. Why you? You are crazy. Now take it easy, Chief. You said I could handle this case my own way, didn't you? Well, that's the way I always started off. I see that a large reward is offered for a desperado's capture. Then I collect it myself. Lois receives a shock when she sees the afternoon headlines. No, no, how awful. It's a super $500 reward for Superman capture. Warner Snoop, amateur detective, also cites the headlines. 5,000? Was it 500 or 5,000? A 5,000 reward. Okay. If 5,000, a Tyson. What I couldn't do with 5,000. Ah, nap time. At that instant, I don't want to leave. If I could only die. Doctor was wrong. It's Saunders' mental patient. He slugged me and crawled through the window. Got to stop him before he kills himself. Calling car K7, proceed to hospital. Patient attempting suicide. Holy mackerel! Did you hear that? Please, boss, can I cover it? Go to it, Kent. Get him, Kent. He's out of reach. Within an alley, a short distance is off. Court Kent strips off his outer garments, and stands revealed in the Superman costume. Not a second to waste. Oh my goodness. As Superman leans upward out of view, he doesn't realize that Mortimer Snoop had been an accidental witness to the transformation. It must have been. Hold on, he jumped out of sight. My lord, it must have been Superman. $5,000. Telephone. I gotta find a telephone. Hello, hello. For God's sakes, I mean, is this Detective Captain Riley about that 5,000 reward? $5,000. Do I get it if I tell you where you can capture Superman? You know where Superman is? Speak up, man. Where are you? Never mind about that reward. We'll settle that later. I'll be right down. Why, Captain Riley, what's your hurry? Wouldn't, wouldn't you hurry too, babe, if you had a date with $5,000? Later, you, the murderer who phoned me quick. What do you know? I saw a man remove some clothes over there, then jump off into the sky. I'm sure it was Superman. Now about that reward. No identification marks on these garments. All I can do is wait and hope he returns for them. If he does, I'll nab him. He'll nab him, but I saw him first, sir. Are you trying to jip me out of the reward money? If this nut thinks he's gonna get a cut out of my $5,000, he's got another guess coming. Why don't you run along, bud? There's a liable to be some shooting when Superman shows up. I'll remind you if you don't remind. If he thinks he's going to bilk me out of my reward money, he's very much mistaken. And so within the vision of Superman and $5,000 almost in their grasp, and the two begin an impatient wait. 4 minutes. For minutes, the lunatic has remained poised on the ledge, undecided as to whether he should jump or not. It's so far to the street, it might hurt me, but then it'll be over in a minute. Finally, he jumps, yee, and from another building, he leaps. He's leaped, and can I make it? Superman launches himself out and downward into a frantic effort to save the demented man's life. Fingers almost touching the pavement, near got him, and next minute, as Superman strikes the sidewalk, it explodes. All hail stone framings, but the maniac is saved. Ooh, that was a matter of seconds. As attendants rush from the hospital here, take him, but who, what? Before they can stammer questions, the man springs away, now to pick up my clothes and write the news article. Let's keep in the guy anyway. Maybe he won't show up. I wish his luck would scram. Quite possible. If only I get rid of him, I have the reward all to myself. Oh, oh, what's this? Looks like my big mouth Percy? Persecutor? Take the Captain Ryan. I'll keep a sharp lookout. May prove entertaining. If I pretend to leave, maybe he'll do the same and capture Superman myself. Well, I'm giving this out. False alarm, Chase. I'll advise you to do the same. He's going good. I'll pretend to do the same and sneak back later. I believe you're right. Goodbye, Detective Captain. He's leaving right soon. The coast will be clear. Boy, I got brains. No sign of Riley. Now to sneak back. 1 minute later, the two meet again face to face on the same spot. I dropped something when I left. I thought I'd stroll back and look for it. You're lying, you sneaky little pipsqueak. You wanted to cop the reward dough for yourself. Don't get violent. Look, what? The clothes, they're gone. Returned and got them while we were gone, you scheming rat. It was entirely your fault. You were partially to blame. You, you were partially to blame yourself. Above them, I'm afraid the detective captain is burning up. Eluding pursuing Riley, Snoop darts into an alley and triumphantly removes the slip of paper from his jacket. Little does Riley suspect I extracted this from a pocket of the suit before it disappeared. A memorandum. Must remember to attend the Duncan reception tonight. The Superman will be at this party. Well, so shall I. $5,000. You're practically on my bank book right now. That evening, Snoop presents himself at the Duncan home, where he receives an unexpected rebuff. But I'll tell you, it's important. I enter. Sorry, sir. No one can enter without an invitation. I can't muff this opportunity. I got to do something. Wait, I've got it. Hello, Daily Star. May I speak to the society editor? Lois working overtime answers the phone. She isn't in, but can I take the message? Want to get into the Duncan residence to make an important capture. I definitely know that Superman will be there. If you can get me into the party, I'll see that your paper gets the story first. My name, Mortimer Snoop. I must get to the party first and warn Superman. I believe I can help you meet in the front of Duncan residence. Later, here she is. She'll tell me to let you in. Let me in. Good evening, Miss Lane. Shall I admit this person who persists? He knows you. I don't know him. I don't care to. That means you exit now before I call the police. I've been double crossed. She wants the reward money for herself. It's a in the last resort, Snoop phones Riley. Riley, this is Snoop. Listen, I practically got Superman in the palm of my hand. Hurry, get here at once. I cancel an important engagement for this if it's a bum steer. I'll get us into the Duncan home, and we've got him. At that moment at the party, Clark, it's you. I've never been happier to see anyone in all my life. But this afternoon, Clark, someone has learned Superman is to be here tonight. You've got to help me find and warn him. But how will I recognize him? And besides, why should I help you after all you said today? Sorry, but I'm not to admit. You'll be sorry you try to stop us. These headquarters, we to you. There are fully dozen or fully 2 dozen men in here. How the heck are we to know which is Superman? It's possible he may again be wearing ordinary clothes over his uniform. If such is the case, all we need to do is search everyone and find our man. Too late, that little horror man is here with a policeman. Why didn't you help me while we had time? Hope they don't search everyone. I'm still wearing my uniform under these clothes. And Detective Captain Riley from headquarters, all men line up against the wall to be searched. This is the one time Superman won't get away from me. From us, you mean? Well, so it's 100% Riley still on the trail of the big bad villain, but by any chance also suspect me of being Superman? Who knows? Maybe you are. Get back in line. I ain't taking any chances. Keep your eyes open, fellow. You'll see Detective Captain Riley make the greatest arrest of all of his brilliant career. The search begins. Careful, Captain. I'm ticklish. Shut your trap. Oh, really, Riley? Well, what do you want about the reward? I get it, won't I? Kirk holds his breath. Soon it will be his turn to be searched, and then discovery of his true identity is inevitable. Of all the nerve I captured from man, you want the reward. Well, at least get a small portion of $5,000, won't I? Beat it, you insect, you bother me. Get this straight. That rewardo goes. to me alone, every penny of it. You're next, Paul V. I only had an opportunity to do something without giving away my secret, but the truth will be out in a matter of moments. They'll cross me. Will he? I'll show him I don't get that reward money, no one will. Infuriated at Riley's attitude, Snoop reaches for the light switch. The lights, who did that? Turn them on quick, whoever did it. We'll get a poke in. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I should. What does he mean by poke? I don't my mind goes in a different route when he says poke. But like what does that mean in that time? Hold on. Baby's being difficult. I'll continue in a second. And fix the baby burrito. Sitting in the center of the room, the object of the detective captain's search. Looking for me, Riley, Superman. Simultaneously, Riley and Soup leap for their prey. Got you at last. He's mine. Both crash against Superman the same instant. Skull meets Superman's tough skin, stunning him into an unconscious. You're mistaken, boys. I've got you. He's in his discarded garments. Superman brings to a nearby window. Lois rushes to look after him. He was colossal, but I didn't even have the opportunity to speak to him. Shucks. Next morning headlines. 99% Riley leaves town in a hurry to attempt to capture Superman. A failure. The end. So, this issue is, I don't know. I get it's trying to continue off from where issue 8 was going. It was kind of mid, kind of, excuse me, kind of not needed. Could have went a different route with the issue. Um, but it is what it is. Overall, I didn't really get the message from the. Didn't really feel like there was a message in this issue like there was in the last one. I'd probably give this issue at least like a 1 or 2 stars. It was kind of a mid story, and I mean, no, wasn't really vibing with it. Um, if anything, I probably appreciated the interruptions by the baby more than I did the issue itself. I hate to put it like that, but it was starting to get a little bit boring. It was just like, geez, where are we going with this? Um, but yeah, I mean, hopefully the next one's a little bit better. It's not like I hated this issue. It just wasn't for me, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully they get better, and these reviews are not always negative. Um, like the last review. The last review wasn't really that negative. The really long review was not negative, but this one was somewhat kind of gloomish gloom. If you what say you? Um, but yeah, I mean, on to the next one. I hope you guys all enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully, your day is a little bit better. Your day and your life is a little bit better than mine. Just take it one step at a time, one day at a time. And I hope to see and hear from all of you soon. Peace.